everyone, and welcome to WordStream's October live product tour. Today I've got my colleague and fellow Vermonter Matt with me on the line to give you all a run through of WordStream Advisor. So please, just as some logistics, we're going to be recording this, so don't worry, you'll have the slide deck and the recording to your inbox within the next 48 hours. And please, please, please submit your questions. We want this to be interactive. We want this to be helpful for you. We're going to be asking some of our own questions, so feel free to submit your questions to the chat box throughout the presentation. So without further ado, I will pass it off to our presenter today, Matt.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. I've been at WordStream for 4 years. I hail from Vermont. This is a picture of myself. It's not very flattering, but my wife seems to love it. And I've been with WordStream for 4 years, since actually coming up on my anniversary here in November. I've actually done over 1,000 account audits. I love helping people with their Google ads, Facebook ads, and Bing ads advertising, so I know how important it is to their business. I also love my dog, JMO, who's actually a better looking version of anything I've ever seen. So here's a quick picture of him celebrating on the 4th of July. And we'll dive in today. I like to keep this high level for you so you understand what WordStream can do for you and how we help you optimize your Google ads, Facebook ads, and Bing ads. So when you walk away from this session, you'll understand the impact of quality score on your return on investment. A lot of people don't really understand what quality score is. They just know it exists. The importance of actually managing the search queries that people are typing in. You could possibly think of every type of situation where they might arise, and there's 20% that are unique after that, and how they play into the relevancy of your Google Ads account. We'll find very easy ways to create static and video ads. This is a new trend moving forward. A picture's worth 1,000 words. A video's worth far more than that. And we'll be able to wrap this up very easily with our 20-minute work week, because a lot of people I talk to spend loads amount of time in Google Ads. They don't know where to go, how to do it, or even where to even start. And that's what we can help you point in the direction today. So we have some questions we want to ask you guys. Amanda's going to facilitate that for you.
Alrighty, let's start with asking you guys, what's your current experience with PPC? Are you new to it? Do you kind of know some stuff? Are you comfortable? Or do you just not even know where to begin? Let us know. All right, we'll give you guys a few more seconds to submit your answers. Alrighty, so we're going to close this one down and share what you guys said.
Great, and that's exactly what I hear all the time. To Google, excuse me. And that's what I hear all the time. We have a lot of people that are new to Google Ads. They don't understand where to go, how to do it. There's people that know enough to be dangerous because they know they have to do it. They just don't know exactly what they're doing. There's people that are comfortable, which is awesome because now you understand what Google Ads is, but maybe there's a time issue. You don't understand or be able to go through and manage this in the time that you have because you're busy wearing multiple hats, and WordStream's designed to make somebody that's comfortable be able to do this very efficiently on their own.
Awesome. So let's see what's next. We have we were interested in knowing, how much time are you spending on PPC weekly at the moment? Let us know. Is it not enough or too much, or are you not even touching your PPC account right now? Okay, we have some answers coming through. Alrighty, let's share that. Okay, it looks like about 89% of the audience doesn't feel like they're spending enough time on PPC, and about 11% isn't spending any time. Is that what you were thinking, Matt?
Exactly. I hear that all the time because Google Ads, Facebook ads, and paid search in general is a time-consuming endeavor. There's a lot of analysis that goes into understanding what you need to do. And whenever I ask somebody, what do they do when they log in there? Like, I look at the search query data. I look at my cost per click. I look at how much money I'm spending. I adjust things according to how much money I'm spending in there on my bids. And all that is just analysis, and it takes up the bulk of the time. And before you know it, you're getting pulled in a different direction. So what's awesome about WordStream is we do all that analysis for you. So you can just log in and take action right away, get in, get out, have impactful changes on your account that affect your bottom line. And we'll be able to show you that very shortly here. But I just wanted to have one last question for you because I really like to ask this for my clients when they come and do a analysis with me. It's, what are you hoping WordStream can really do for you right now?
All right, the results are rolling in. Why don't we share those with everyone now? Alrighty, so it looks like a majority of the people on the line today are looking to save time and make more money. So that's what we like to hear.
And that's what exactly I'll be able to show you what to do because time is money in both aspects. You could use your time more valuable in the business, not doing the nuances of Google Ads, but Google Ads and Facebook ads and Bing ads are important to getting people to your website, to your store, to your business to purchase your products or services that you're selling. And that's what I'll be able to highlight to you right now. And where WordStream comes into play is what we're known for in this space is helping people improve their click-through rates by 44% and increase their conversions by 30%. And we manage 1% of Google's total ad spend right now. We're a premier partner with them. We're a partner with Facebook, and we're an elite partner with Bing. And what we have that no one else really has is the knowledge and the analysis. We've actually graded over $15 billion in ad spend with our free tools that we have, so we can compromise a lot of data in our account and understand where we can help you in each industries that you have. And what's important to note is you can't just set it and forget it. It doesn't work that way. There's billions of searches every single day across all the ad platforms, and not everyone is exactly the same. So if you don't have enough time to get in the account, things are falling through the cracks. If you don't know where to look for these things, that's a big issue because you don't know how to fix them. And you can see from this person's actual search query report that 79.5% of the traffic that they're actually coming up for, they're not bidding on. And the simplest way to understand that is you have keywords in your account that you want to show up for, and Google and Bing are going to try to match you to those keywords based on the search queries. So we want to go in and make sure they're being as relevant as possible, because when they aren't relevant, that's a bad situation for you because that person's likely to not click on your ad, or if they do click on your ad, they can actually cause a waste of money because it's pay per click and they can bounce out, and that actually hurts a lot of things, your bottom line, your budget, and everything going forward. So a lot of challenges we see from people coming in are wasted spend issues. It's not just adding negative keywords, but it's also, are your quality scores high enough to be able to get a cost per click that's beneficial to you? Is your ad copy relevant? So we're getting the people that are actually going to purchase your products. We don't waste time and budget on clicks that aren't going to work. So WordStream is a tool that's designed not to save you money, but to save you from wasting your advertising dollars on irrelevant search queries, so we can have more of that budget to give ourselves a chance to show our ads to relevant people. And when we have low click-through rates and low quality scores, I see this all the time, it's indicative of time spent on the account and knowledge. You want to make sure that you're able to go in here and fix these problems, because that's exactly what leads to poor performance in Google Ads and you waste money. And what we do with that is we want to show you how the quality score is calculated, because this is very important in understanding where your budget comes into play, how it actually impacts the auction, where your click costs come in. And we give you an example of an ad here. You can see that this ad is windows and siding contractors, and the ad speaks to A+ rated siding specialist, top rated Wisconsin contractor. That might seem like a relevant ad to some, but if I'm looking specifically for windows and siding and I see someone that just does siding only, they're missing a big piece of that. It's the window side of it. So it's not a relevant search query. There's other advertisers out there that I'm sure that are windows and siding contractors and could show a relevant ad so they could steal market share from them. Or if they actually click on this ad and they back out and see they don't do windows, that's a wasted click cost for you. So where quality score comes into play, it's 60% click-through rate. So when you have a low click-through rate, that impacts your quality score. 25% is ad text relevancy. You can see from this ad, it's not as relevant as it should be. And the landing page that we're going to bring to them is likely to be a siding only, which is impactful because there's nothing about windows. And another thing comes into play is AdWords history, how long the account has been running, your landing page bounce rate. So if you're not sending somebody to a relevant landing page, they bounce out. That hurts your quality score because in Google's eyes, you're not being relevant. And that's how Google's become such a powerful search engine today, because they show exactly what you want to see in the fastest possible way. So they hold their advertisers accountable with this quality score metric. It's on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best, get the discounts on the clicks, 1 being the absolute worst. And the benchmark is 7. You neither get a penalty on the cost per click, nor you get a discount on the cost per click. So where 9s and 10s are typically reserved are for your brand searches. And what I like the people to focus on, those are like the unicorns for the generic search queries. They never really happen. Where you want to focus your efforts on the 6s, 7s, and 8s to be able to get that great quality score so you're ranking high enough, you don't have to pay a lot of money, because as you can see towards the trend line going in the red, the lower your quality score, the actual higher your cost per click is. So for this person's account, they have a 5.2 quality score. That means they're paying a 33% increase on their cost per click. And they're losing impression share because they're not ranking high enough. And I'm not sure if anyone in this meeting has ever replaced their windows or their siding, but I have, and it's very expensive. So the advertiser is willing to pay a high cost per click because the job could be tens of thousands of dollars. So you can see here, just by improving that quality score by 1 point, they get about $3,000 in savings, or I like to think of it, 165 more clicks a month. And you just think about X amount more clicks you get a month that are relevant are going to lead to much higher sales for as well. And what we'll be able to walk you through as well is how do we actually leverage Facebook into our account. We have our smart ads coming into play right here. And what that does is we take from your website all the images that you have, put them into a video ad. So if someone has come to your Google Ads, done a search, they're doing their research on the siding experts because they're probably going to get more than one bid. We want to be able to remarket them in Facebook, and we can hit them with really snazzy ads. And a lot of people, I think I've only talked to one person recently that has used video ads, and it's a great way for you to stay on top of your competitors, but also to wow your clients and your prospects. Software and how search work week to be able to manage all your platforms going forward. I just wanted to make sure there were any questions before we dive in here to make sure that I'm being as thorough as I possibly can for you, because I'm going to keep this at a high level. And I just want you to know that you will be able to get your own analysis of your own account, because typically when you see somebody else's, it's not relatable to you or relevant to you because someone's cost per click can be much higher. For example, if you sell socks, your cost per click is probably less than $1, whereas if you do legal services, your clicks could be upwards of $200 a cost per click. So it really varies by industry, and that's why each account is like a snowflake, and that's why each demo that we do an account audit is directly for you. But this will give you a general overview of what the actual software does for you. So every single week when you log into WordStream, you'll have a 20-minute work week to go through. A lot of you said you don't have enough time to get in here, you want to make more money. This is exactly what the software is designed to do. It's a make money tool. The first couple alerts you go through are cost savings alerts. You need to go in and add negative keywords. We'll flag those for you every single week so you don't have to go look to the search query reports anymore. We'll help you identify them. So all you have to do is quickly log in, click on the suggestion, see the examples of the search queries that we're providing for you. You can clearly see the top keywords in your ad group and exactly what your ads are saying. So you want to make sure that your search queries are matching up to the keywords and to the ads. And we'll show this across Google Ads and Bing, and you can see your click-through rates, but also if you're actually getting conversions on these things. So if you need to make, so you can take very quick accept that. If I didn't want to accept it, I would just reject the suggestion, but you need to do either one, because if you don't, it's going to continue to show up, and you don't want that to happen. We're forcing you to make a decision on these things because you have to make a decision on them. They're costing you money, they're not relevant to the ad, and you're going to waste valuable marketing dollars on these. So you can just go down through the list. As you, the business owner, you know best what's for your business, so you can check off, accept or reject. Then you hit apply, and that'll post directly back to Google Ads or Bing, and then you're moving on. And that's a very easy way to be able to add your negative keywords in.
That was awesome, Matt. Can I just clarify, those red highlighted words the singular words that you could add as negatives, or do you have to do the whole phrase like you do in Google Ads?
That is a great question. So you actually would be able to add this one word, like, oh, excuse me, I clicked on the wrong one. Let's do Abby reviews. I can make that a negative keyword, or I can type in roofs, Abby's, and that would make that actually. So you have editable ways to do that, or you could just add in that single negative keyword from there as well. Keywords that come in. So when you don't have very much search queue, new keyword ideas, and that's where you want to go in and look at where we pulled from both our Google Keyword Planner and the Bing Keyword Planner. And if you actually have a lot of ads running, we'll actually give you new keywords to add in based off the search queries that come in. We'll help you find those new long tail keywords that are in your search query data. So all you do is click in, see the suggestion, and move on. So you, again, it's the same principle here. You'd either accept or reject. What we do is we say, these are actually branded search terms. You should add this in. If you're doing windows and siding, you technically could fall underneath builders. So go in and give that an opportunity to come in. So it'll help you reach a wider variety of customers. A lot of people struggle with bids. Well, should I bid up or should I bid down? Well, it's also a part of your quality score. And those first two alerts are designed to help you improve your quality score, because you're going to block out irrelevant search queries, but you're also going to add in new relevant search queries. So then that's going to help us to say, should I bid up or bid down? So this one account, we can see an example of a bid suggestion. We want to bid up because it has a good quality score. It's a branded keyword, and a lot of times people think that their branded keywords are okay just to leave at a certain bid. Well, what happens if one of your competitors wants to start attacking your brand? You're going to be able to instantly outrank them because you're going to have the highest quality score. So you can quickly snuff out that guerrilla attack, I call it, because we can just add 35%. Because you think if you have a 10 quality score, you're going to have 10 times whatever your bid is always going to be much higher than what your competitor really wants to go in, because they don't have very deep pockets. We'll also give you those bid adjustments across device. I'm sure as you've traveled around on the roads or on actual streets, you can see everyone's always buried in their phones. Well, it's because they're doing research on their phones, or they're looking at things on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll give you device bid adjustments based on what we see from here. So you can have rates are much higher in computers, and our bids on computer percent bid modifier on the better performing ones, so we can get better positioning going forward. What's really cool that we just launched is animated display ads. I talked about these briefly before. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, a video ad's worth far more than that. So all you do is you go in, click create your ad. We'll give you an example of what it is that you have. And in a matter of a few ads on a display network, as well as on Facebook, you have those animated ads. So this is a huge time saver for a lot of people. A lot of people text, and it's a version that you have. It could be like order now, or it's whatever powerful way to be able to get your message across and remarket to people. And keeping with the ads theme, will help you optimize ads. A lot of people I talk to is like, well, how often do you go in and optimize your ads? Usually the answer is not very often, and I don't know what to optimize them for or how to write ads. I'm not an ad copy pro, Matt, and I would agree a lot of people aren't. And what we can see the suggestions here are, this account has a low click-through rate and has zero ad, where we've decided keywords in your path display your descriptions to improve relevancy. This whole relevancy thing was ad text relevancy, so we want to make sure we do that. Our top keywords are infinity exteriors, infinity windows, infinity roofing. So I would recommend, if someone's looking for that, you would bid on infinity exteriors, or if this is a competitor search query, for example, you would at least have home improvements exteriors or A+ guardian exteriors to have that root keyword involved in there. And we have a lot of people that don't understand that Google just made a big change to their expanded text ads. Now you have a much bigger expanded text ad, so you have an optional third headline here. So if I wanted to make an additional call to action here, I have an opportunity to put even more information into my headline. So now I can say, call today for a free quote, instead of burying it down in my description. And you also get an additional description line to give even more value prop. And the majority of people have not adopted this ad format yet, and it's a much bigger ad format. And I remember back when Google announced their new ETA format over the standard text ads, our clients saw a huge increase in click-through rate as opposed to adopting the old standard text ad. So I recommend everybody get in there and make sure you have those in place and are A/B testing them. And we'll make sure that you are doing that as well. And then we'll alert you to when you actually need to have additional ads. A lot of times you might only have one ad. We recommend that you have at least 3 ads, so you can quickly go in and create a new ad based on the actual ads search or display network that you are. You just follow on the same procedures that we did before.